is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are Arizona.
We're inside Chase Field, game 2 of this 3-game series versus the Dodgers. D-backs 3-2 winners last night in a very exciting ball game. Tonight, Archie Bradley looks to follow Zack Greinke's lead as he faces LA's Kenta Maeda. It's the D-backs and the Dodgers on Fox Sports Arizona. Good evening from Chase Field. Welcome to the broadcast. Steve Berthume, Bob Brentley along the way. Last night was a terrific ball game. Zack Greinke certainly the headliner, but he had 3 tremendous defensive plays behind him, and Bob, all 3 of those defenders are back in the lineup tonight.
As well they should be. You know, when Zack Greinke's on top of his game, he gets a lot of strikeouts, a lot of ground balls. Last night, maybe his A- because he had a lot of fly balls, but that allowed the defense to really shine. Peter O'Brien stealing a home run in left field has worked really hard on his defense. Gene Segura saving a run ranging way out into center field to make that over-the-shoulder catch. And then the play of the game, Michael Bourne with the bases loaded and 2 outs, a diving catch coming straight in towards second base, saving Daniel Hudson a few earned runs.
And Brad Ziegler got the final 5 outs in a Diamondback win. They'll go for 2 in a row here. Michael Bourne will be out there tonight along with Peter O'Brien and Gene Segura. It's Kenta Maeda and Archie Bradley, the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, next from Chase Field. Diamondbacks baseball on Fox Sports Arizona is brought to you by CenturyLink. Switch to CenturyLink Prism TV for an advanced TV experience. Learn more at cprismtv.com. By Jack in the Box. Taste the all-new Double Jack Burger today, only at Jack in the Box. By Oregano's. Step up to the plate for a guaranteed home run at Oregano's, your neighborhood pizza joint, location statewide. And by your Valley Honda dealers, where you get more standard features for less money. Sports Arizona is brought to you by Lone Butte Casino. Get in on big wins. By USAA, insurance, banking, and investments tailored for the military community. And by Gigablast, 100 times more powerful internet from Cox. Bring on tomorrow. We are open for business inside Chase Field. Pitching coach Mike Butcher watching tonight's starter. Archie Bradley finishes warm-ups. He's matched up against LA's Japanese import Kenta Maeda. Don't forget, fans, the special Teal Tuesday ticket offer good only during this broadcast. First pitch is next. A beautiful night for baseball here in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Roof and panels open. Steve Berthew, Bob Brenly, J.R. Cardenas along the way. The Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Archie Bradley versus Kenta Maeda. And don't forget, fans, it's our special Teal Tuesday ticket offer. Good during this TV broadcast only. If you call up and buy a 4-game D-backs mini plan, you will get a 5th game free. That's right, 5 games for the prices of 4. Just call into the Diamondbacks ticket office, 602-514-8400. You'll get a free D-backs cap with the new Teal A outline. You'll also be entered to into a drawing to win 4 infield box seats, attend batting practice, and visit the Diamondbacks TV broadcast. You'll meet Bob Brenly.
What a thrill!
The winner of that will be announced at the end of tonight's game. So the offer is a 4-game mini plan. Get a 5th game free. Call 602-514-8400, and you can pick the games you want to go to. Try the Goldie bobblehead day coming up July 2nd, 4th of July fireworks, a Zach Greinke bobblehead, August 6th, David Peralta bobble, September 17th. That's the beauty of the mini plan. You get to pick the games. It's a great deal.
Absolutely. The alumni game. Come see the old timers go out there and run around and act like ball players once again. That's always fun.
So call up before the broadcast ends, 602-514-8400. It's our Teal Tuesday ticket offer, good during the broadcast only. Well, Dave Roberts and his Dodgers only 1-3 so far on this 6-game road trip through San Francisco and now Phoenix. They've lost 3 in a row.
Well, hopefully we'll make it 4 in a row tonight. One small change in the lineup for Dave Roberts tonight. Once again, Chase Utley leading off at second base. Corey Seager at shortstop, Justin Turner down at third base, Adrian Gonzalez over at first base, Trace Thompson out in right field, Jock Peterson in center, Yasmani Grandal doing the catching, Howie Kendrick getting the start in left field in place of Scott Van Slyke tonight, and Kenta Maeda, the right-hander, on the mound.
Here, Arizona Ford, starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks. It's Archie Bradley, his 6th start with the D-backs this year, looking for his 3rd win. A loss to Tampa his previous time out. That was last Wednesday. Bob, your thoughts on Archie right now?
I think he's throwing the ball really well. He's found a wind-up, a delivery that seems very comfortable for him. He's been in the strike zone more often. Even though he walked 4 last time out against Tampa Bay, it really didn't hurt him. Only one of those walks came around to score. He gave up a couple of solo home runs, so the numbers the performance is better than the numbers last time out against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, his first 2 starts before his latest recall certainly were sensational. We mentioned defense was one of the highlights of last night's game, and our eye on defense tonight is brought to you by Nationwide Vision Center.
Well, Michael Bourne with a smile on his face. Why not? He'll be out in center field, flanked by Peter O'Brien in left and David Peralta in right field tonight. Jake Lamb and Nick Ahmed on the left side of the infield. Gene Segura, Paul Goldschmidt on the right side, with Chris Herman doing the catching tonight for right-hander Archie Bradley.
All right, I know your staff was hard at work. There was a big meeting in here earlier. Time for your Valley Honda dealers. Key to the game.
We're going to try to nickel and dime the Dodgers tonight.
What does that mean?
Well, Corey Seager right there wears number 5. Justin Turner wears number 10. Those 2 guys had 4 of the 6 Dodger hits last night. Seager also drew a base on balls. They scored 2 runs, so we're going to try to nickel and dime. Keep those 2 guys in the cash register tonight.
I see what you did there. Brian Knight is our plate umpire tonight. He'll have the balls and strikes. Diamondbacks will put the shift on for the leadoff man, Chase Utley, and we are set to go. Jake Lamb moves from 3rd base over to 2nd. Utley, 262 and 4 home runs. He was 0 for 5 last night. Ball 1 from Archie Bradley, and we're underway in downtown Phoenix. Right away, Archie behind at a count, 2 balls and no strikes, not where he wants to be. That was one of the problems against Tampa Bay last Wednesday. Two and 1. Working at that quick, steady tempo, good pace that we've seen from Archie lately. Utley trying to slow him down a bit.
Crafty veteran. He recognizes that the young pitcher out there really wants to get the ball and go, so he's going to do everything he can to slow him down in that batter's box.
Nice fastball on the outer half. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Archie. Curveball got him. 1 up, 1 down for Bradley.
Nicely done. All fastballs until the final pitch. That nasty 12-6 curve. Very awkward looking swing that time by Utley.
Well, here's one of your nickel and dime guys. He did a lot of damage last night. The shortstop Corey Seager, 284 and 15 home runs. He singled, walked, and homered last night. 2 for 4. D-backs take the shift off. They'll play Seager fairly straight away here. This guy is on a roll. He's hit 8 home runs in his last 16 games. And again, Archie is behind, 2 balls and no strikes.
See the big breath there by Archie Bradley, trying to emulate Robbie Ray. Mike Butcher got Robbie Ray to take a deep breath and just kind of relax and focus on the next pitch. Don't worry about the one you just threw or the one you're going to throw later. The next pitch is the most important pitch of the ball game. It worked well for Robbie. Hopefully it'll work for Archie Bradley.
3-0 fastball is in there at 94. 3 balls and 1 strike. Another deep breath right there. Missed away. A strikeout and the walk started off, and here's Justin Turner.
Watch the first pitch fastball to this guy. He is steadily hunting that first pitch heater somewhere he can get the barrel on it. First 2 at-bats in the ball game last night against Zach Greinke got fastballs and hammered him. A double his first at bat, a single in the 3rd inning. After that, he got nothing but breaking balls on the first pitch. Takes a fastball right down the middle tonight.
0-1. Mentioned last night, Turner coming off microfracture surgery on his left knee in the fall, and the knee has seemed to be a bit of a concern even here in the middle of June.
Has that exaggerated leg kick with the front side, and eventually that weight has to come back down on that left leg.
A very good hitter at Chase Field in 20 games, almost 340. Seager holding in first. That pitch misses. Archie so far 13 pitches, only 5 strikes. He's been behind in the count on the first 3 LA hitters he's faced. Mentioned how Archie struggled a bit in the loss to Tampa Bay last week, said that he just didn't feel like the ball was coming out as good as it had been in his previous 2 starts. He'll keep Seager close over there. He really wasn't locating. He said he wanted to go down and away, it would go up and away. He wanted a pitch to go in and it was way up. He just couldn't really find a spot where he felt comfortable and wanted to be. And so far he sort of looks that way again tonight. Good pitch there, 94. 2-2 on Justin Turner.
Really drives that one down to the bottom of the strike zone, or near the middle of the strike zone, but good downward plane that time. Turner swings right over the top of it. Archie paying a lot of attention to Seager over there at first. He's only stolen 1 base this year in 3 attempts. The Dodgers really don't run much at all. Howie Kendrick leads the team with 5.
2-2 is popped up. Foul ground, first base side for Goldie. 2 outs.
I'm sure that's something Dave Roberts would like to change moving forward as the roster, kind of evolves with Dave Roberts as the manager. He likes that stolen base. That was a big part of his game as a player.
Well, they did today add Will Venable, who doesn't steal bases like he used to in his Padres heyday, but he was added to their roster today after he was let go by Philadelphia over the weekend. Adrian Gonzalez, 274 and 6 home runs. 0 for 4 last night. Corey Seager is the runner at first, 2 outs. Shift is on for Gonzalez.
Well, this is one guy you definitely don't have to worry about stealing a base.
He is extremely slow.
The fewest stolen bases in Major League history, a minimum of 1,600 career games. Adrian Gonzalez has stolen 6 bases.
There's the old saying, he's so slow he has to speed up to stop. This does get a piece of that one, 1-1. Well, Gonzalez has been playing through some nagging lower back pain for much of this year. He's had it affect him more so this month than before. He's hitting only 154 in June. And you can see from the total, only 6 home runs. He's had a power drain here too. This is with a fastball, 2 balls and 1 strike. There are the numbers in June. Gonzalez had an epidural shot to treat a pinched nerve in that back. Had to sit out a few games. He's homered only twice in 22 games since he's returned. And Archie just can't throw strikes. He's behind 3-1. Well,
of course.
Chris Herman.
I'm surprised it took this long.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy is a horsehide magnet back there. Foul balls just seem to find him. This one looked like it went right up his left arm, off his forearm, ricocheted over into the on-deck circle. Hang with him, Chris.
Brian Knight giving Chris Herman a moment here. Wellington Castillo gets the night off. Wellington 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts last night. Archie already at 20 pitches. More balls than strikes. 3-2 to Adrian Gonzalez. There goes Seager from first, and the pitch is in there. Called strike 3. He strands the one out walk. He strikes out 2. Diamondbacks coming up. Their first 3-game winning streak at home all season long. And they'll get a look at tonight's Arizona Ford starting pitcher for Los Angeles, Kenta Maeda. 5-4 in 12 starts, a 2.70 ERA. D-backs faced him in April 12th, Dodger Stadium. He worked 6 scoreless innings.
Well, keep a close eye on Maeda tonight. Reportedly, he's throwing more fastballs. On the season, he's thrown 60% off-speed deliveries. A slider, a curveball, a straight changeup. And in his last outing against the Rockies, threw more fastballs. Struck out a season-high 9 Rockies hitters in that game.
Gene Segura leads it off for the Diamondbacks. And when you deal with Kenta Maeda, you deal with that familiar Japanese pitching motion that so many pitchers who come over here seem to use. Segura just a tick below 300. He's homered 5 times.
Not overpowering. His best fastball will sit just a little bit below 90 miles an hour. On a good day, he might push it up above 90, but he's all about command and control. Throws a lot of off-speed pitches when he's right.
Pitched 8 seasons for the Hiroshima Carp in Japan's Central League. Had a very good track record there. A 3-time 15-game winner, including last year when he led the Central League with a 2.09 ERA. And won his second career Sawamura Award, which is the Japanese equivalent of the Cy Young.
Little slider right there for Maeda. It almost looks like a cut fastball in the low 80s. Doesn't have a lot of downward movement, but it will move laterally away from a righty into a lefty.
Full count to Segura, 3-2. Another 2-hit game for Gene last night. He sat safely in 5 straight. wonder, Bob, with a guy like Maeda out there and Yasmani Grandal behind the plate, we saw him depend on that cheat sheet he's got. And Maeda throws a little bit of everything out there. Fastball, change, curveball, slider. He's a pitcher, not a thrower. I wonder if he's going to really rely on that cheat sheet even more than he did last night with Mike Bolsinger. Because with Maeda, it's all about the movement and the pitch mix sequences.
I just really find it puzzling that a major league catcher has to use a cheat sheet. That's one thing all catchers usually pride themselves on. Sitting in that advanced meeting, going over the opposing lineup, knowing the strengths and weaknesses of each guy, knowing your strengths and weaknesses of your own pitcher.
Well, Grandal in spring training sounded like a kid that got to play with a new toy when he caught Kenta Maeda. So you're looking at a guy who can get it up mid 90s when he wants to, keeps it down in the zone, usually 92. But he says the key with Maeda is rocking batters back and forth, slow, fast, inside, outside. He's constantly mixing up speed and location.
So you can add and subtract on all your pitches, try to get hitters out in front or behind if you add a little extra, or you can go in and out, put them in the rocking chair, get them leaning out over the plate, bust them inside, go back away again. A lot of different ways to get big league hitters out. That guy knows a little something about that.
Clayton Kershaw pitches tomorrow afternoon against Patrick Corbin. Terrific leadoff at bat by Segura. One more time on 3-2.
Been a 9-pitch at bat for Gene Segura starting the ball game here.
Loving this. Gene has really picked up the offensive pace after a bit of a dry spell. That's a fair ball down the left field line. It rolls all the way to the corner. Howie Kendrick plays it off the carom, and Segura's in at third with his 13th double.
Great at bat to start the ball game right there. Segura finally gets an off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate and rips it down that third baseline for a leadoff double.
That's what you're looking for. Gene Segura, the tone setter, the guy who provides the energy at the top of this lineup. A 10-pitch at bat, and he's in scoring position for Jake Lamb. And the average now at 302 on the year for Gene. Here's Jake at 263. He's homered 12 times, including last night. Went to the opposite field off Battle and Mike Bolsinger. Take strike one. This is Jake Lamb's home run last night. After Goldie had homered, that means Jake has to homer.
Yeah, he waited on a breaking ball out over the plate and drove it to left center field. I'd like to see him move that ball to the right side of the field this time, preferably for a base hit, but at worst, move Gene Segura up to third base with one out in the inning.
Jake now with 6 homers and 16 RBIs in his last 16 games. Drives it to the right field corner. Here comes Segura. He will score. Lamb heads for second. Close play in there, and he is out as Corey Seager hangs on. Trace Thompson fielded the ball in the right field corner. They're able to get Lamb, but Segura scores the game's first run.
He does move that ball to the right side. Looked like it was going to be extra bases. Trace Thompson makes a nice play and an even better throw on that ball to get Jake Lamb at second base. But in the meantime, Gene Segura gets on the plate to give the Diamondbacks an early lead.
Corey Seager, the shortstop, right there, and Lamb is out. So 9-6 on the putout at second, a single and an RBI for Lamb. Here's Goldie at 282 and 12 home runs. And just like Jake Lamb, Goldie homered last night in the first inning off Mike Bolsinger. Now with an 8-game hitting streak.
You think for facing Mike Bolsinger in the ball game last night, a guy that relies heavily on breaking pitches and off-speed deliveries might help them against Maeda tonight. Those are the kind of things you try to avoid in your rotation. Back-to-back guys that are very similar in style.
Only out in front that time, and it's 1-2. This guy's a real pitcher. He's very polished. That's the way they got him. 8 seasons in the Central League. His career ERA was 2.39 and well over 200 starts. Over the mound, Seager's there. 2 outs. Our eye on defense for the Dodgers, brought to you by Nationwide Vision Centers.
Howard Kendrick, the only change from last night's lineup. He'll be in left field. Jock Peterson in center. Trace Thompson already with a nice play over there in right field. It'll be Turner and Seager on the left side of the infield with Utley and Gonzalez on the right side. Asmani Grandal doing the catching for Kenta Maeda.
David Peralta. Dodgers will put the shift on. They'll leave Turner near the third base bag. Seager, the shortstop, moves over to the first base side of second. This one is drilled to right. Thompson makes a beautiful catch. That ends the inning. Trace Thompson takes extra bases away from David Peralta, but the Diamondbacks have a 1-0 lead.
Over the Dodgers 1-0. We're inside the Nerve Center here, ticket sales office here with the D-backs. Jody Jackson alongside Karsten Baki. We'll talk to Karsten in just a minute, but this teal ticket offer tonight is only for tonight during the broadcast. A 4-game mini plan plus a 5th game free, plus the new Teal A cap, and you can be involved in a drawing for seats and a visit to the broadcast booth, as well as a visit to batting practice. So, Karsten, is that a great offer, but are there any restrictions on the games?
Absolutely not, Jody. So it's actually every single remaining game left on the schedule, including the bobblehead games, 4th of July, including those bobblehead games. We still have Greinke bobblehead, Goldie bobblehead, a lot of really good games left for this promotion, and the 5th game obviously is free.
Awesome. Now, you guys have a big staff here tonight. I know you're looking forward to getting a lot of fans hooked up with this offer. Again, 602-514-8400. What kind of night are you expecting in here?
We're fully staffed right now. We've got every salesperson in here till the actually the end of the game. So the phones are ringing off the hook. I kid you not. And make sure you give us a call.
All right, sounds good. Karsten Baki and his staff here tonight. Guys, want to tell everyone, we'll keep reminding everyone about this great offer that is tonight only during our broadcast and, of course, the post-game show as well.
Thank you, Jody. It's our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. There they are. That's a live look. Buy a 4-game mini plan and you will get a 5th game absolutely free. 602-514-8400. Grace Thompson, who made that terrific catch to win the bottom of the first, leads off the top of the second. And Archie Bradley, who threw 21 pitches in that first inning, more balls than strikes, is once again well behind in the count. 3-1 to Thompson.
Now 21 pitches in the first inning, 19 fastballs.
Gets that one into the shift. Nick Ahmed has it.
The only 2 curveballs he threw in that first inning were both strikeout pitches to Chase Utley and Adrian Gonzalez.
Is that telling you anything at all?
When a guy struggles to spot his fastball, sometimes the easiest way to get him back in the zone is to use his secondary pitches. Make him throw the curveball, make him throw the straight changeup. Maybe he'll find a release point out front where he can get his fastball back into the zone.
Jock Peterson doubled and walked last night. 229 and 9 home runs. Made a couple of really nice catches in center field as well. Diamondbacks have the shift on for Peterson. There you see Nick Ahmed all by himself at shortstop. Jake Lamb right in front of second base umpire Jerry Davis out there. Archie really falling behind in these counts consistently so far. 2-0 now to Jock Peterson.
He's thrown at least 2 balls to every hitter he's faced so far.
He's walked 1, struck out 2. Pumped it up to 94. Peterson swings through it. 2-1. That had some zip on it there.
A little extra life.
See Peterson, he is a relentless project at the plate. Look at this swing. Falls all over himself here, trying to catch up to that one. He's slumping. a $192 in his last 30 games, Jock Peterson. Into the shift. Goldie has it. 2 down.
Hey fans, when the D-backs win, you win at Papa John's. A day after every Diamondbacks win, you get 50% off your regular menu price online order at Papa John's. Enter promo code D-backs50 at papajohns.com. And since the D-backs won last night, while you're watching the ball game, go online, papajohns.com, order you up a za.
Tell them Bob Brenly sent you.
That's right.
Yasmani Grandal. D-backs will leave the shift on for the switch hitting catcher. And there's a first pitch strike from Archie. 0-1.
Only his second first pitch strike in the ball game so far. Really like to have some quick at bats here at some point. We saw Zach Greinke do it in the ball game last night. After a couple of lengthy innings early in the ball game, a couple of single-digit innings to get that pitch count back into reasonable distance.
Grandal 0 for 3 last night. 187 on the year. 1-2. Archie firing away now. Fastball left it up a bit. Grandal fouls it off. There's the curveball. He laces it right into the shift, and there's Jake Lamb. Archie Bradley has retired 5 in a row. A 1-2-3 second. He leads it 1-0. Trying to lead it off for the Diamondbacks. How about Trace Thompson? A couple of nice defensive plays out there in right field so far.
He's just a really, really good athlete that happens to play baseball. Everybody else in his family plays hoops, but Trace Thompson really covering a lot of ground out there in right field.
Picked him up from the White Sox this winter. He has really fit in nicely. Peter O'Brien 1-for-11 since his recall from Reno. He's been a very aggressive hitter up there. Let's see how he attacks Kenta Maeda. A little swing and a little tapper. That's going to stay fair. Maeda's on it. And he throws him out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Chris Herman now.
Catcher number 10, Chris Herman.
Chris Herman homered in his start Saturday against the Marlins, his 6th of the year. He's hitting .286. Hit one over the pool area in right center field.
That pitch was about shoulder high on the outside part of the plate and reached out and hooked it back to right field and put a charge on it.
How about Peter O'Brien going up there swinging at the first pitch against a guy like this who throws just about everything in the kitchen sink?
Yeah, a guy he's never seen before. You'd like to see a little bit more patience. I know a big part of his game is being aggressive and attacking anything he sees close to the zone.
This is blasted right at John Peterson. 2 down. Lowe's home field advantage. Diamondbacks have won 3 in a row at home for the first time this year. And during this 3-game home winning streak, they're scoring almost 5 runs a game.
Team ERA under 2 at 1.67. Opponents are hitting only 196 against D-backs pitchers during this 3-game home win streak.
2 down for Nick Ahmed now. There's Patrick Corbin on the right. He starts tomorrow afternoon, a getaway day game. Matinee pricing. Don't forget, fans. Come on down dbacks.com/tickets and watch Patrick Corbin pitch against Clayton Kershaw. That one buckled him for strike 1. Nick hitting .217 with 3 home runs. Batting 7th tonight. Archie Bradley on deck. The pitcher bats 8th, and Michael Bourne in the 9-hole. Nick Ahmed hitless last night. That snaps a 6-game hitting streak, but he did reach on a fielder's choice. Had a key stolen base in the 5th inning and wound up scoring what turned out to be the winning run after Gene Segura got a 2-out RBI single. Little tapper foul. 1-2. Struck him out. First strikeout for Kenta Maeda. He works a 1-2-3 inning. He's retired 5 in a row. Diamondbacks lead the Dodgers 1-0.
The third inning. Hey fans, we invite you to participate in Gila River game nights by signing up at one of the interactive kiosks right here at Chase Field during any Diamondbacks regular season home game. Had a winner tonight on the match game.
On a Zach Greinke autographed baseball.
Yeah, how about that?
Another reason to come down to the ballpark. Don't forget, fans, take advantage of our Teal Tuesday ticket offer, good during only this broadcast. Buy a 4-game D-backs mini plan and you will get a 5th game absolutely free. And you get to pick the games. 602-514-8400. That's good only during this broadcast. Howie Kendrick leads off the LA third. There's a first pitch strike from Archie. Kendrick 222 and 2 home runs. Kendrick singled off Greinke in the 7th inning last night. Flying out against Brad Ziegler to win the 8th on a great catch in center field by Michael Bourne. One of the highlight reel plays we saw last night.
Now that at bat against Zach Greinke leading off the 7th inning led the way to some real drama as Chip Hale went to the mound to talk to Zach Greinke, see if he was up to the task of staying in the ball game with a runner on base. And Zach Greinke rewarded his confidence by getting 2 pop-ups to left field and a strikeout to get out of that inning.
And Zach threw a season high 119 pitches. 40 pitches so far for Archie, only 21 strikes. 2-2 on Howie Kendrick. So important for Archie, who has struggled throughout his minor league career with fastball command. It's come and gone a bit for him. So important to get ahead in the count and stay ahead. He's not been able to do that so far tonight. And he's worked it full on Kendrick, 3-2. Dropped it in there. Beautiful pitch by Archie Bradley. His 3rd strikeout. He's set down 6 in a row.
He's showing a lot of confidence in that curveball in full count situations. Drops that one in there at the top of the zone for a called strike 3 on Howie Kendrick.
Number 18, Kenta Maeda.
And that's usually a pitch he tries to bury down in the dirt, but that time obviously in a full count wanted to throw it for a strike and dropped it in there beautifully. Kenta Maeda. Two for 20 this year. The chopper over the mound. Segura comes in. 2 outs.
It's the first at bat in the ball game by a Dodger hitter that was fewer than 5 pitches.
Well, it's the first time through the order. And now they'll get the leadoff man, Chase Utley. The Dodgers still do not have a base hit against Archie Bradley. He's walked 1, struck out 3. Is this fall a little bit under the heading of effectively wild?
I guess you'd have to say that, yeah. I mean, Dodger hitters have been patient against Archie, making him throw a lot of pitches to every hitter with the exception of Kenta Maeda. But the ability to drop that curveball in there on full count pitches has really served him well so far.
And he throws strike 1 to Chase Utley, who struck out to lead off the ball game.
Utley 0 for 6 in the series. It's always a good thing to keep that opposing leadoff hitter off base.
Shift is on for the left-hand hitter. That one misses up and away. 1-1. In there for a strike. 1-2. Utley didn't like the call. It's hard to tell if Chase Utley really likes anything. He's always kind of grouchy out there.
Had a moment last night in the ball game against Zach Greinke when the two of them had some interplay going on, and both guys had to step out. Utley stepped out of the box. Zach stepped off the rubber, had a little laugh, and then went right back to business.
Well, A.J. Ellis says that this is a guy who just plays emotionless, cold and calculating. Called strike 3. Fastball at 95 is in there. 4 strikeouts for Archie Bradley. He has set down 8 in a row. He leads it 1-0. Nothing. He'll lead off the home half of the third. Greater coverage of baseball is brought to you by T-Mobile. The Rockies hosting the Yankees. They lead 4-0, bottom 5. Gerardo Parra had to be carted off the field in that ball game with an apparent leg injury after he collided with Rockies shortstop Trevor Story. Giants hosting Milwaukee. No score there. And the Padres are hosting the Marlins. Both those games just underway. Big cut by Archie. He's down 0-2.
How about this one, partner? Tigers up 10-5 over the White Sox in the 5th inning. Tigers scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and 4 in the 4th.
Ouch.
But then a 0 in the 5th.
Well, they went out and got James Shields, the White Sox, from the Padres, looking for help. Second strikeout for Maeda. And Jameson Taillon making his second career major league start tonight for the Pirates at Citi Field in New York. Had a no-hitter through 6 innings, and he lost the no-no, but the Pirates won the game 4-0. Very promising pitching prospect. Michael Bourne, 250 and a home run. Justin Turner comes in from third a bit. Michael walked in his only plate appearance last night. Kenta Maeda pitched in Japan on a very different schedule than the one he's on here in the big leagues. In Japan, like they always do, he pitched once a week. And he pitched on that schedule for 8 years, but now he starts every 5 days. So that's one of the many adjustments that he's had to make. And he began this season 3-0, Kenta Maeda, but then went winless in 5 starts, started throwing a lot of sliders. Fastball kind of went away. There was concern that the fastball effectiveness was suffering from that shorter rest window between starts. Started really relying heavily on that slider. I'm sure that's a pretty big deal, a big adjustment for a guy.
Yeah, I would think so. Can't have that regular weekly golf match.
Oh, here we go. Those pitchers are babies, aren't they?
Yeah, they pitch one day and take 6 off.
A.J. Ellis and Clayton Kershaw likely the battery tomorrow afternoon. Although Dave Roberts will never use the personal catcher term in that case, but A.J. Ellis has been Kershaw's guy for a while. Although Grandal does catch him more than you think. 2-2. In there for strike three. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Maeda.
Hey fans, the D-backs home run tonight means a free jumbo jack tomorrow at participating Jack in the Box locations with the purchase of a large drink.
So 7 straight set down by Kenta Maeda. And here's Segura, who doubled and scored to lead it off for the Diamondbacks. Came in a Jake Lamb RBI single.
Yeah, Maeda's been on a pretty nice little roll lately. His last 3 starts, his ERA is an even 1 over 18 innings. Only 2 earned runs allowed in 18 innings of work.
He's got another adjustment to make too. The baseball is different here. The ball used in the major leagues is bigger than the one they use in Japan, so that's got to make it harder on him as well.
There are slight differences between the balls that are even being used in the game tonight. You go through the bag of game balls down in that home dugout, and Randy Johnson used to go through there and feel them, and some were a little bigger, some were a little smaller. Well, every pitcher wants to throw the smaller one. Obviously, a little less area to hit. It's such a microscopic difference that I think you have to be a big league pitcher to really feel the difference from one ball to another. Some of them, the seams are just a little bit higher than another one.
Well, this guy knows what he's doing, 28 years old. He pitched over 200 innings in a season 4 times in Japan, including last year, so he's been a workhorse.
I wonder what kind of pitch counts they were operating on if he only started once a week.
Good question. A big high school tournament they have there twice a year. They'll have the guy start every game, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Inside to Segura, just missed, and it's full 3-2.
You watch Yasmani Grandal giving the signs back there behind home plate. Watch his right shin guard, his right knee. He really closes it up to make sure Dave McKay can't peek in there and see the signs.
Segura reaches out and drops it into right center. He's 2 for 2.
And for Grandal, in doing so, he closes that knee so much that Maeda's had trouble seeing the signs. A little slider working its way off that outside corner, just kind of massages it out there into center field for his second base hit of the game.
Well, how would Dave McKay, if he was able to pick up a sign, how could he flash it to the hitter?
Well, it's especially tough here because he's right in front of the Dodgers dugout, and I guarantee you there are at least a few Dodger players and/or coaches over there watching every move Dave McKay makes. If hands on means fastball, hands off means off speed, a whistle, shouting a guy's name, there's a bunch of different ways to relay the signs.
Jake Lamb drove in the game's only run.
He stands still, it's a fastball. If he moves at all, it's an off-speed pitch. But I think because of the way Grandal sets up back there, he's so closed up to the first base side, Dave McKay would have no chance to see the signs.
Now watch Dave McKay here. He always stands, we've talked about this before, in the exact same footprints he will plant, so he always has the same angle of every pitcher on every pitch. He's very careful about that. He kind of locks and loads right there, and he's good to go. 1-1.
And another important thing, and the reason he probably stands in the same place every time. First time I coached first base, I was directly behind the bag, so I was looking right over the base, right out at the pitcher, and I thought, oh, this is a great view. I can see every move he makes. First pickoff attempt came over there. The first baseman missed the ball, and it hit me.
Good job, coach.
So I learned to stay out of the line of fire.
You can see Dave setting up just as Maeda is about to deliver his pitch. Gets a good look. He always has the exact same angle all the time. Were you injured at all?
No, not at
okay.
all. But Felt like a fool. Should have had a runner at third base. You know, Candlestick Park, we had about 9,000 yards of foul ground. Any overthrow, and there was 2 bases. But unfortunately, it hit the stupid first base coach.
Was that the end of your first base coaching career?
No, no. They ran me out there again. I learned my lesson.
Oh, it was entertaining for him. Throw down from Grandal, and Segura's back safely. Grandal's got a big arm back there.
That's a good time to do it with a left-handed hitter at the plate. You're kind of screened from the runner. Gene Segura does not react immediately. Fortunately, the throw was high. Gonzalez had to go up and catch the ball. By the time he gets the tag down, Gene is on the base.
That was very close. 3 balls and 1 strike to Jake Lamb. Segura at first, 2 down. Full count 3-2. Now Segura can take off for the pitch.
Jake talking to himself a little bit after that 3-1 swing at a curveball. Usually in a count 2-0, 3-1, you pick one pitch that you want to swing at. If you don't get it, you go ahead and take it. I have a hard time believing Jake was looking for a curveball 3-1.
Here's 3-2. Gonzalez behind the runner. There goes Segura. He missed with it. Ball 4. 2 on and 2 out for Goldie. Time for our Coors Light Cold Hard Facts. We talk about guys who see a lot of pitches, guys who work the count. Well, Goldie's leading the major leagues in walks. He's also seeing more pitches per plate appearance than any hitter in the National League this year. With 2 outs, a Segura single, a Lamb walk. That put runners on first and second. Goldie grounded out his first time up. Ball 1. Looking to extend that 8-game hitting streak. Ooh. Brian Knight says strike 1. Let's get a look at that one.
Big slow curveball from Maeda. Just off of the outside corner. Good take by Goldie. He didn't want that anyway.
His curveball is a lot slower than you're used to seeing. It's a big, slow, loopy curveball like the one we just saw. Well, Maeda had been rolling along. He struck out Bradley, struck out Bourne. He'd retired 7 straight. But he went to a full count on both Segura and Lamb, and now he's even with Goldie, 1-1, 2 on and 2 out. And approaching 50 pitches for the ball game. Short, it's under the glove of Seager. Segura will score. Lamb will get third, and it's 2-0 Diamondbacks. The RBI single for Goldie. 3 straight have reached, all with 2 outs.
Hard ground ball by a diving Corey Seager out there at shortstop. I heard a good comp for Corey Seager today. Defensively, it kind of reminds you of Stephen Drew. He's kind of a 1-speed shortstop. He doesn't really have that explosive first step like we see from Nick Ahmed on defense for the Diamondbacks, and that one sneaks through. Now, he will make the play on balls he gets to, but occasionally he doesn't get to hard hit ground balls like that one off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt.
So Lamb at third, Goldie at first, still 2 down. David Peralta, his first time up, swung at the first pitch and laced one to right field. A play on which Trace Thompson made a wonderful diving catch to end the inning. But David really barreled that ball up. Swings at the first pitch again, lifts it into the air, left center. Howie Kendrick's there, and they'll strand 2. But the Diamondbacks get 1 more. And through 3, they lead the Dodgers 2-0.
another run. Jody Jackson with you here. Now, if you're thinking about coming out to a game this year or you're planning on it, tonight is the night to buy tickets because we've got a great deal for you. The Teal Tuesday Ticket Takeover. Now, these are the best seats in the house. We're talking about clubhouse box, dugout box, and these seats are a little bit wider. There's padding on the seats. You have obviously the great view, which you can see right now, but you also get, tonight you can buy a 4-game mini pack. You can also get a 5th game for free, plus the cap that I'm holding, Teal with the A. So these seats in particular, guys, were not available with this deal last year. It also gives you access to the restaurants and lounges just downstairs. So premium seats, no question. I'm going to be going all around the ballpark to show off some of the seats that are available in this ticket offer tonight. So once again, the number 602-514-8400.
Thank you, Jody. And fans, the way this works, good only during this broadcast. You buy a 4-game mini plan and you get to pick the games. It's your choice. Buy the 4-game mini plan, you'll get a 5th game absolutely free. So 5 games for the price of 4. Corey Seager leads off the LA 4th against Archie Bradley, who has retired 8 in a row and has yet to give up a base hit. He has walked 1, struck out 4, and he's already matched his career high in a ball game, Bob. 3 strikeouts looking. So he's caught a few Dodger hitters off guard. Ahead of Seager, 1-2. And as Jody mentioned, if you buy the 4-game mini plan, you get the 5th game free, the Teal Tuesday ticket offer. You also get that D-backs cap with the new Teal A outline the Diamondbacks are wearing tonight. You'll also, and this is really the big payoff, you will be entered into a drawing to win 4 infield box seats like Jody just showed you. You'll also get to go to batting practice down on the field, and you will get to meet Bob Brenly. Yes, a visit to the D-backs TV broadcast booth. Called strike 3. There's his 4th strikeout looking tonight. His 5th of the ball game. He's set down 9 straight.
We talked about those 3-2 curveballs that he dropped in there for called strikes. Apparently caught Seager looking for something else that time. Fastball down over the heart of the plate.
Justin Turner. And don't forget, fans, if you get the 4-game mini plan, you get to pick the games. There's a Goldie bobblehead day coming up July 2nd. Zach Greinke bobblehead August 6th. David Peralta bobblehead September 17th. You can pick all those games if you want as part of your 4-game mini plan and get the 5th game absolutely free. First pitch strike from Archie. 0-1 to Turner, who popped up his first time. This is bounced foul, and Bradley's ahead 0-2.
Yeah, Bryce Harper and the Nationals come in here in August, early August. You know, there's a lot of Mets fans in the Valley. They roll in here in August.
Blue Jays are coming here later this month after we go to Toronto on the next road trip, so you get to see Joey Bats. Hey, Joey Bats.
Hey,
Joey Bats. You could get tickets for the D-backs Sombrero night, Luis Coronel postgame concert. That's another series against the Dodgers, September 16th. The annual alumni game, August 27th. Batting practice pullover giveaway that day. You can get yourself a BP pullover.
Come out and watch Gonzo pull hamstrings trying to hit home runs.
1-2. He just missed with that one at 94. Archie's starting to throw more strikes now. Mini plan's a great idea because not everybody can afford season tickets. Not everybody has that much time to go to Diamondback games all the time. But with the Teal Tuesday ticket offer, you buy the 4-game mini plan, you get the 5th game free. You get to pick the games, and 5 games, that's a lot. Hard to third. Jake Lamb is there. 10 straight set down by Archie Bradley. Didn't seem, Bob, like Archie really had a good feel for things when we started off. He wasn't, frankly, all that effective, but he seems to have settled in nicely.
Well, and that's the issue. I mean, we've seen the Diamondbacks do it against opposing pitchers when they struggle a little bit early in the ball game and you don't take advantage of it. You know at some point they're going to find that release point. They're going to find that strike zone. And then it's going to be tough sledding.
Look at that pitch he just threw right there. That's what you're looking for. First pitch. Strike 1, 94-mile-an-hour fastball to a good hitter. 60 pitches, 37 strikes, firing away with another fastball, and it's 1-1. Gonzalez struck out looking to end the first. All fastballs so far. Only one for a strike, 2-1. Facing a guy here who begins the game tonight only 4 home runs shy of 300 for his career, Adrian Gonzalez. Off speed that time, and he fouled it off. 2-2. Archie going for his 3rd consecutive 1-2-3 inning. And he's got it. 6 strikeouts for Archie Bradley. He has retired 11 straight and worked 4 innings without giving up a base hit. It's 2-0 Diamondbacks. Half of the 4th. Hey, D-backs fans, Mountain Dew Decision 2016 continues. Dew fans everywhere asked to bring back 2 legendary flavors, Mountain Dew Baja Blast and Pitch Black, but only one will stay, and you decide. Vote online today at decision.com. Peter O'Brien, who tapped out on the first pitch he saw from Kenta Maeda back in the 2nd, will lead off the 4th. At the first pitch and fouls it off. A tough play here for Bam Bam Bayham. Bam Bam has got to really range way out there into deep left field. There's Alan Bam Bam Bayham, our Golden Glover down the left field line, and rapper Robert Balderrama is manning right field today. One and one on Peter O'Brien. Peter 12 at bat since his recall from Reno. He struck out 6 times. He's been a free swinger up there. Makes another cut at that one, down 1-2. Pacific Coast League Player of the Month for April with the Reno Aces. And he had been hotter than ever when he got called up. Last 10 games in Reno. 21 RBIs, 5 home runs. Hard to do much more than that. 21 RBIs in his last 10 games in AAA. That'll get you called up. Takes that time, 2-2. Struck him out. Fourth strikeout for Kenta Maeda. One down in the fourth.
Hey fans, anytime the D-backs score 5 runs or more, Taco Bell is giving away 3 free tacos with the purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 the following day at participating locations.
We're going to have a moment here. This is going to be Yasmani Grandal signaling to Rick Honeycutt, hold on, don't come out. But the pitching coach is coming out here with the translator. At least I think that's the translator, not the trainer. And so this is a mound visit. Somebody saw something they didn't like at all with Kenta Maeda. The entire infield quickly gathered on the mound. Honeycutt jumped out of the dugout, and you can see Grandal working through the interpreter. And when you're on the clock here for 30 seconds, that's really going to make it tough.
Oh, no? Yeah, I would think so. Grandal, I think, was the guy that called out Rick Honeycutt, and the interpreter saw something he didn't like from his right-hander, but apparently it's been remedied, and we're going to move on.
I don't want the games to move along, but 30 seconds is awful tight, isn't it? I know you probably cut it to 15 or 10. Just have them yell from the dugout.
Just hold up signs in the dugout. Like they do in football, they hold up a picture of Elvis Presley and a Corvette and an umbrella, and that means something to the players on the field. You could do the same thing with pitchers.
Well, then Grandal would have to check his chart on his wrist there. He set up down and away, missed badly that time. 1-1. Checked his swing, but it dropped in anyway. 1-2 on Chris Herman.
It's that slow curveball at 72, dots it right on that outside corner at the knees.
Fastball's in there for strike 3. 5 strikeouts for Maeda. 2 down.
A lot of off-speed pitches early in the sequence, and then freezes him with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball right on that inside corner.
Well, Maeda did a wonderful job in that at bat, just working around the edges of the strike zone. Everything right on the border. So 2 down for Nick Ahmed, who was the strikeout victim, to win the second. There had been a lot of reports when Maeda signed that the Dodgers had some concerns about his shoulder. Some medical irregularities popped up in the right elbow. So they sort of protected themselves in the way they structured the deal. But it's generally believed that he will need Tommy John surgery at some point over the length of what is an 8-year contract. So that was factored in. Keep in mind he's already pitched 8 years in Japan and thrown more than 1,500 innings. Good take by Nick. 2-1.
Mentioned that in his last start against the Rockies, he used his fastball a lot more than he normally would, but he reverted back to form here tonight. A lot of curveballs, a lot of sliders, using that fastball sparingly.
We saw the perfect fastball he threw to Herman was only 90 miles an hour, so the velocity is down a bit. He was 93, 94 in spring training. This is popped up shallow center for Peterson, and he's got it. And Maeda works a 1-2-3-4. Diamondbacks lead the Dodgers 2-0. High-speed highlights presented by Cox. So far through 4 innings, Archie Bradley has not given up a base hit. He's got 6 strikeouts. He has retired the last 11 Dodgers he's faced.
After a shaky start to this ball game, didn't have much fastball command in that first inning, but he has really settled in, starting to make better pitches. And you forget that Archie Bradley won't turn 23 until August this year.
You forget he's been around in the system so long, drafted out of high school. Dodgers have had only 1 base runner against him. That was Corey Seager's walk with 1 out in the first inning. And since then, 11 up, 11 down for Archie. And Trayce Thompson, who grounded out his first time up, will lead off the LA 5th. D-backs lead it 2-0. Jake Lamb an RBI single. Paul Goldschmidt an RBI single. Shift is on for Trayce Thompson. There's ball 1. See where Gene Segura, the second baseman, lines up. Shortstop side of the bag. In the seats on a play, 1-1.
Occasionally hitters will tell you that a guy's fastball looks faster than the radar gun readings would tell you it is. I think that's the case with Archie tonight. He hasn't really overpowered these Dodger hitters, but they haven't had many good swings at his fastballs in the low to mid 90s.
That was about as hard as he'd thrown tonight. He's hit 95 at least once that I can recall, but he's been consistent 94 when he really wants to power it in there.
And even pitching in 92, 93, he's had some very tardy swings on pitches in the strike zone, foul balls to the opposite field. The occasional swing and a miss.
Like that. 7 strikeouts for Bradley.
And nothing tricky there. 4-seam fastball, belt high, right down the middle. Here it is. See if you can hit it. And that time Thompson came up empty.
Jock Peterson.
You used to pitch like that was Sid Fernandez with the Mets. He'd throw 4-seam fastballs right down the middle of the plate, and you'd be late or you'd swing through them and look up at the radar gun reading and it would say 88. Come on, that was faster than that. I can hit 88, but it just seemed to be quicker than the radar gun said it was. I think Archie's got a little of that going on tonight.
There, he's behind on Peterson 2-0. Well, remember, Archie had that career-high 10 strikeout game against the Cubs. 9 strikeouts against the Padres, and some of the hitters in Chicago were saying that it is difficult to pick up the ball against Archie, especially with that curveball, because he's got those new simplified mechanics, that motion. There is some deception that's been added in there as well. And sometimes guys just aren't seeing that curveball, which would make sense. Then it adds extra zip to the fastball, right? Behind on Peterson, 3-0. There's the strike. I mean, you strike out 10 Chicago Cubs in that lineup, you're doing something right. This is well hit, deep right field, and gone. Jock Peterson, his 10th home run is the first LA hit tonight, and it's 2-1. That ends a stretch of 12 in a row set down by Archie Bradley.
Fifth home run of the season for Jock Peterson. Comes on that belt high fastball inside part of the plate. That's what he's steady looking for. Something he can pull in the air to right field, and he crushed that.
Is that a good example of how dangerous it is for Archie to fall behind in the count? It was 3-0.
Yeah, you're always going to get a much more aggressive swing. The batter's more likely to get the bat head out in front of home plate and hit the ball to his pull field when he's ahead in the count.
That's Monty Grandal. And again, Archie misses badly for ball 1. Grandal lined out to Jake Lamb, who was standing right where he is right now at second base with a shift on his first time up. And Archie behind 2 balls and no strikes. Got to be able to brush that off. 5th home run given up this year by Archie Bradley. And again, he's behind 3-0. This is how we got into trouble against Peterson. Four-pitch walk. Chris Herman, Mike Butcher, time to pay a visit. Second walk for Archie tonight. He's looking, Bob, a little bit like Daniel Hudson looked last night when it was just 3 walks in a row. Huddy, for a while there, just couldn't seem to find that. Archie sort of has that look to him right now.
And it appears he's stopped breathing. I mean, that deep breath that he was taking early in the ball game, and we talked about Robbie Ray and Mike Butcher had encouraged Robbie to take a deep breath and just focus on the next pitch. I think after that home run, Archie got into too big of a hurry to get back into a good groove and couldn't find the zone on Grandal.
Don't forget, fans, our Teal Tuesday ticket offer, good during only during this broadcast. Buy a 4-game D-backs mini plan and you'll get a 5th game absolutely free. 602-514-8400. Howie Kendrick struck out looking his first time up. Another ball one from Archie. Kendrick scuffling right now, 5 for his last 36 up there. Only 221 on the year. Shoots that one foul, 1-1. Grandal bluffs and holds. Archie spikes that one. Herman keeps it in front. It's 2-1. Down there with first base coach George Lombard. 80 pitches for Archie Bradley, 45 strikes. That one kicks away from Herman. Grandal moves up, and Archie Bradley, the wheels are coming off quickly here.
Spiked a fastball that time. Oh, that's a helpless feeling as a catcher. You just stick your glove out there and hope you can pick it out of the dirt like a first baseman picking a bad throw from a shortstop. At that time, it's off of Herman's glove and all the way to the backstop.
He'd retired 12 straight before the Peterson homer. A walk to Grandal, now behind on Kendrick, 3-1.
8 pitches since the Peterson home run. 7 of them have been out of the zone.
And they haven't been borderline strikes where he didn't get the call either. They were misses. Now he wants Chris Herman to come out and have a word. How do you get a kid like this to slow down?
That's the eternal question. You know, he's such a raw nerve out there to begin with. He just wants to get the ball and throw. He wants to work as quickly as he possibly can, even when he falls into these bad rhythms. And part of your job as a catcher, in this case Nick came in from shortstop as well, is slow down.
3 balls and 1 strike. Missed badly inside that time. Back-to-back walks.
Now you really have to think about getting the bullpen going down there. Maeda, the pitcher, making his way to the plate right now, and then you roll around to the top of the order. Already traffic on the bases here for Archie.
Grandal at second, Kendrick at first, 1 out, and here is Maeda. Bullpen will start stirring now. No one throwing as of yet.
Well, you think about getting the lefty Zach Curtis up with Chase Utley and Corey Seager at the top of the lineup. Adrian Gonzalez down in that 4-hole. But we're only in the 5th inning of the ball game. Those spots in the lineup are going to roll around again before the end of the game. And you only have that one lefty in the bullpen. You got to be very careful when you use him.
Edwin Escobar was sent down to AAA Reno. He started the ball game for the Aces last night, got the win. Garvin Alston is on the bullpen phone down there. As Archie Bradley suddenly really struggling to throw strikes. See if Maeda can move the runners along. Goldie comes in from first. He bunts it toward third. Jay Glenn throws him out. The runners move up. 2 down.
Nicely done by Maeda. That's tough to do when everybody in the ballpark knows you're trying to put down a sacrifice bunt. But Maeda deadened that ball to the left side, moved the runners up 90 feet.
You see Zach Curtis, the lefty, is indeed warming up along with Randall Delgado. Wellington Castillo jogging down to the bullpen right now. They need some help for Mark Reed down there. So a big out for Archie Bradley. Second and third, 2 down. He still leads at 2-1. He has struck out Utley twice. Utley 0 for 7 in the series. Base hit. Grandal scores to tie the game. Here comes Kendrick, and it's 3-2 LA.
That got away rather quickly. Tailing fastball on the outside corner. Chase Utley always looking to pull. Finds the hole in that pull shift and drives home 2 Dodgers.
You can see Archie how upset he is. He had pitched an absolute beauty through 4 1/3. But a home run, a couple of walks, a sacrifice bunt, an RBI single. Now he's trailing 3-2. And he'll deal with a dangerous Corey Seager, who has walked and struck out. Archie still cannot throw strikes. Delgado and Curtis still throwing in the Diamondback bullpen.
Dodgers already better tonight with runners in scoring position than they were last night. They were 0 for 11 last night, 1 for 1 this evening.
There's a strike. Took a little off the fastball that time. 2-1. Another fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Corey Seager. Archie just trying to survive this 5th. His spot is due to lead off for the Diamondbacks in the home half of the inning. Pitches, 50 strikes. Utley at first. 2 outs, 2 balls, and 2 strikes on Corey Seager. Fly ball, left field, O'Brien. And Archie Bradley gets through 5. But Peterson homers. Utley singles in 2. It's 3-2 LA. Him out to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Fans in today's game, we are participating in the home run challenge, and tonight every home run in this game raises $7,400 for prostate cancer research, and you can make a pledge. Just go online to homerunchallenge.org. Surprised at this, Bob?
Yeah, a little bit. Archie was really laboring after that home run by Peterson. Couldn't find the zone, but you know, this might be one of those big picture things. Archie Bradley hopefully is going to be a big part of this rotation moving forward, and he's going to have to learn how to pitch through some adversity at some point.
Delgado and Curtis had been warming up. They are both sitting down now in the Diamondback bullpen. There's Chip Hale and Mike Butcher. Well, the thing that kills you, the walks to Grandal and Kendrick, they both scored after the Peterson homer. So many times. And Maeda has the strikeout. He's retired 5 in a row. He struck out 6.
Center fielder,
Michael Bourne now. Bourne struck out looking in his first at bat. Maeda has struck out 3 of the last 4 Diamondbacks he's faced. Turner will creep in from third, and there's strike 1. Hit for Bourne, a 1-out single. Boy, he jumped on that one.
He sure did tomahawk that ball into right field.
Don't forget, fans, good during this broadcast tonight only. Buy a 4-game D-backs mini plan and you'll get a 5th game absolutely free. Operators really are standing by. It's a full house over there. 602-514-8400. Buy a D-backs 4-game mini plan and you get to pick the games, and we will give you a 5th game absolutely free. You'll also get a brand new D-backs cap with the new TLA outline the Diamondbacks are wearing tonight. 602-514-8400. You pick the games, we'll see you here. Gene Segura 2 for 2. There's strike 1.
Gene Segura in his first 2 at bats in the ballgame saw 17 pitches. 24% of the deliveries thrown by Maeda were to Gene Segura, making him work. 10 pitches in the first at bat, 7 in the second at bat.
Went to a full count in both at bats. He's down 0-1 here. Well, the top of the Diamondback order, Bob, really getting it done tonight. Segura, Lamb, Goldie. The 1 through 3 hitters so far are combined 4 for 5. The rest of the Diamondbacks lineup 1 for 12 with 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, that base hit by Michael Bourne, the only hit from the guys from the 4 spot on down.
Segura 2 for 2, a double, a single. He has scored twice. Lamb a single and a walk. He's knocked in a run. Goldie has an RBI single. D-backs have out hit LA 5-2, but they trail it 3-2.
Gene Segura with 2 knocks in the ball game tonight, once again sneaking up that multi-hit game list. Andrew Murphy with 28. Leads the way in the National League. Starling Marte with 27. Gene Segura now with 25.
And he's got that batting average back over 300. He's at 304 for the moment. He has that ability, Bob. He's one of these guys that seems like he's a good bad ball hitter. It's tough to strike him out. I know he doesn't walk a lot, but When he takes his cuts in these types of situations, he does have these extended at bats.
He gets the bat on the ball. Chases pitches out of the zone from time to time, but manages to get a piece of him. His single back in the third inning came on a slider that was about 6 inches off the outside corner.
It just works you. Gene has now hit safely in 6 straight games. Multiple hits in 4 of those games, including tonight. Chops the 1-2 pitch, swing and bunt. Maeda's going to have to hurry, and Segura, throws it away. It gets by Gonzalez. They're going to wave Bourne all the way home. There's no throw, and we're tied. They get Segura at second base, but the run comes across. Gene Segura got a little greedy there, but Matt Williams saw where that ball went, well into right field foul territory, and he waved Bourne home all the way from first.
I think the D-backs may have gotten a break too. It looked like Thompson didn't have a good grip on that ball. Otherwise, he probably would have fired at home trying to get Michael Bourne. That ball skips past Adrian Gonzalez. You see Thompson coming into your picture. When he scooped that ball up and realized Michael Bourne was going to try to score, I don't think he had a real good grip on the ball. Decided to hang on to it and then looked up and saw Segura way around the bag there at second. Tough to tell from that angle.
You can see Gene instantly thought he was safe. Diamondbacks are having a look. And I think they're going to recall Segura in. No challenge here. Here's one more look. Tried his best, but it looks like Utley got him on the hip.
Yeah, really hard to tell. I mean, the tag on the hip, the hand on the base, well behind the bag at second.
So a hard throw. The one hopper from Maeda went by Gonzalez well up the right field line in foul ground. Bourne comes across with a tying run. So the equalizer is home. 3-3, 2 outs, nobody on for Lamb. And there's strike one. Jake has an RBI single and a walk. They put an error up on the board, but still no official word as to how to score that.
I think they're going to give Gene Segura a base hit, assuming he would have beaten that out regardless, and then the bad throw by Maeda down the right field line allowing Bourne to score.
Yeah, E1, no RBI, so it's Bourne scores. Segura to second base on the E1, and Segura is out 9-4. One and two on Jake Lamb. Sky high pop up first base side. Gonzalez and Utley. Second baseman has it. And that's the end of the 5th. But the Diamondbacks get the equalizer across. We are tied at 3.
With more on our Teal ticket offer here on Teal Tuesday. Now, there are a lot of good seats still available, but they are going fast. We're up here in the club box. Now, this is on the club level. So the club box seats give you access to the Audi Club, waiter and waitress service if you like it. There's a great view, of course, up here as well. And now this is for any game, and this is just one section. Obviously, a lot of the seats here, if you choose to sit down earlier, we had the dugout box and home plate box, but you know, we target a lot, our family, we look at not just the bobblehead nights, but how about the backpack giveaway every year before school starts? So July 17th, that's circled on our calendar. They're using the teal in those backpacks this year, so this can go for any game. You know, any of the giveaways coming up, July 4th, which is coming up, Goldie bobblehead July 2nd. So guys, just want to let you know this is still going on through the game, through the post-game show, and the number to call, 602-514-8400.
Justin Turner, first pitch of the inning from Archie Bradley, makes it 4-3 Los Angeles. That's his 6th of the year. So Chip Hale stuck with that rookie pitcher after a very bumpy 5th, and the 6th inning starts off with a 4-3 Dodger lead.
Curveball right in the middle of the plate and down to Justin Turner, a notorious first ball fastball hitter, but must have suspected something coming from Archie because he's all over that curveball.
Well, Peterson homered in the 5th, the solo shot. Now Turner in the 6th, and just like that, it's 4-3 Dodgers. Adrian Gonzalez 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. Zach Curtis has started throwing again in the Diamondback bullpen. He was up earlier in that 5th inning along with Randall Delgado. Shift is on for Gonzalez. 1-1 is a ball, 2-1. You've got the right-hand hitting Trace Thompson on deck. Peterson, the left-hand hitter, behind him. And Curtis continues to throw. He strikes out Gonzalez for the 3rd time tonight. 8 strikeouts for Archie, 1 down.
Got away with a hanging changeup right there. Took just enough off to get Gonzalez out in front.
Trace Thompson 0 for 2. Dodgers have only 3 hits, 2 solo homers, and a 2-run single. There's strike 1. Archie tonight just simply hasn't thrown enough strikes. Pitch number 100 on the way, and barely more strikes than balls. 1-2 on Trace Thompson.
2 solo home runs tonight against Archie Bradley. We mentioned his last start against Tampa Bay, 2 solo home runs. As a matter of fact, all 6 he's given up this year have been solo.
100 pitches, 57 strikes. The 1-2 to Thompson. Shot foul. Well, they always say solo homers don't beat you, but when you walk a couple of guys after them, then you get into trouble.
Yep.
That's what happened in the 5th. Peterson and a 1-out homer. They walk Rondell, walk Kendrick. They both scored on Chase Utley's 2-run single. That made it 3-2 at the time. Now it's 4-3. There's Turner Ward, former D-back hitting coach, on the left there. Now wearing Dodger blue. Andre Ethier. Well, Archie's got 9 strikeouts, 2 outs in the 6th, and here comes the left-hand hitting Peterson.
Hey, Diamondbacks fans, fill out your 2016 Esurance MLB All-Star Game ballot now at dbacks.com on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Vote up to 35 times. Vote today. Vote tomorrow at dbacks.com/vote.
Diamondbacks will put the shift on for Peterson, who homered his last time up. The lefty is ready in the bullpen, Zach Curtis, but Chip Hale will stick with Archie Bradley. Peterson's home run in the 5th was his 10th of the year. And Archie, prior to that, had retired 12 in a row. That was the Dodgers' first base hit in the ballgame, with 1 out in the 5th inning. After that, walk, sacrifice bunt, 2-run single. He's ahead of Jock Peterson, 1-2. Bounces that one. The count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yasmani Grandal, the switch hitter, is on deck. Deep drive, right field, and Peterson has done it again. His 2nd of the night, his 11th of the year. And the 3rd home run given up tonight by Archie Bradley. It's 5-3. Well, he had the lefty up and ready. He stuck with Bradley to face Peterson, and Peterson has homered off Archie for the 2nd time tonight. And that'll be it.
Down the middle and down. Four-seam fastball with just a little bit of tailing action. Not enough.
Archie Bradley exits, trailing 5-3. Zach Curtis on his way in. Back in a moment. He's still in the top of the 6th inning, and your Arizona Federal Credit Union pitching change is the rookie lefty Zach Curtis. 13 appearances, a 3.86 ERA. Zach faced only 1 batter his last time out. That was Friday against the Marlins. Gave up a 2-run double. the left-hand hitting Christian Yelich. Curtis has been scored on in each of his last 3 appearances. And they'll flip Yasmani Grandal around. He'll bat from the right-hand side. Left-hand side is his power side. 0-1.
Zach Curtis has done a nice job against righties and lefties this year. Right-handers only 1 for 15 on the season. Lefties 4 for 16.
High fly ball, foul ground along the right field line. It's going to reach the seats and out of play. Well, Archie Bradley tonight goes 5 2/3. Gave up only 4 hits, but 5 runs, including 3 home runs. He walked 3, had 9 strikeouts, 109 pitches, 63 for strikes. Fly ball for O'Brien in left. And he runs it down. Curtis ends the inning, but the Dodgers get homers from Turner and Peterson. They lead it 5-3.
Dodgers 6-4, but the Dodgers lead where it counts, 5-3 on the scoreboard. Time to take a look back at this day in Major League Baseball history. Brought to you by Geico. Our legacy moment happened in 1995. Mike Benjamin, who is now the manager at Kane County for the Diamondbacks, went 6 for 7, 5 singles and a double, drove home the winning run in the 13th inning of a Giants 4-3 win over the Cubs at Wrigley Field. He went on to get 14 hits in a 3-game series at Wrigley, filling in for an injured Matt Williams.
Stay hot.
Woo.
Goldie leads off the 6th against Kenta Maeda. Remember Mike Benjamin used to have these crazy long sideburns.
Yeah, daggers.
Goldie an RBI single his last time up. He's now hit safely in 9 straight. He's 1 for 2.
Mike Benjamin had one of the best throwing arms for an infielder during his time at the major league level. Maybe Sean Dunston right there with him, but he had an absolute cannon from either short or third base.
He got around too. He played Pirates, Red Sox for a while, a bunch of teams. Oh, it was a night of mistakes for Archie Bradley. It was just cruising along into the 5th inning. He retired 12 in a row and had not given up a hit. But all 5 Dodger runs, 2 walks and 3 solo homers. Off Maeda. And we'll check on the Dodger pitcher who is down. That was a rocket right back to the mound. He's holding his right knee, it looks like. And He's in a lot of pain.
I think ouch is the universal language, but the translator out there along with the trainer and manager Dave Roberts to check on their right-hander immediately.
Well, they've already had more than their share of injuries in the rotation. Here's a look. Yeah, right in front of that right knee. Looked like he got at least part of the glove on it. But he is still down. Bullpen will get busy for the Dodgers as they look at Kenta Maeda. And of course, even the athletic trainers need a translator. Tell me where it hurts. No, tell him where it hurts. Then tell me. Looks like just below the knee, maybe somewhere around the shin.
Obviously, being a right-handed pitcher in his delivery, all of his weight will be on that right foot when he raises the left leg, gets ready to deliver the ball to home plate. There's some torquing action on that right leg as well. I'd be surprised if he stays in this ball game.
That was over 90 miles an hour off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. And it looks like they will carry Kenta Maeda off, and he is done for the night.
Never know about the damage that's done. We saw Andre Ethier foul a ball off his leg. It looked like any other batter fouling the ball off their foot or their leg. You see it happen multiple times every ball game, but it ended up breaking his leg.
Yeah, that was in spring training. He's in the dugout now, but not expected back before the All-Star break, maybe. So the Dodgers will bring a new pitcher in here. We'll take a break. Back after this.
Maeda still being attended to over there in that Dodgers dugout. He'll be taken out of the ball game in favor of left-hander J.P. Howe.
Don't forget, it's our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. Good only during this broadcast, fans. This is a terrific offer for you. If you buy a D-backs 4-game mini plan, we'll give you a 5th game absolutely free, but the deal ends when the game ends. Call the Diamondbacks ticket office right now, 602-514-8400. They are fully staffed right now. You'll also get that D-backs cap absolutely free. That's the new one with a brand new teal outline. You'll also be entered into a drawing to win 4 infield box seats, attend batting practice down on the field, and visit our TV broadcast booth. So take advantage of our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. Buy a 4-game mini plan. We will give you a 5th game absolutely free. So here's David Peralta to face the new pitcher, the left-hander J.P. Howell. Howell worked 2/3 of an inning last night through only 4 pitches. The shift is on for Peralta. There's strike 1. Not typical J.P. Howell numbers, 24 appearances and ERA near 5. Peralta hits it through the shift. It rolls into right. A 1-out single.
Waits on that breaking ball well. Gets it out toward the end of the bat just a little bit, but got enough of it to get it by a diving Chase Utley on into right field for a base hit.
Well, here comes Dave Roberts. He's not going to let the lefty face free swinging Peter O'Brien with all that power in the bat, so he's going to go get a right-hander. And it's a short night of emergency work for J.P. Howell on in relief of the injured Kenta Maeda. Another pitching change for LA. Another break. Back in a moment. The Dodger dugout after it took a ball off what appeared to be his right knee or shin. And here's the second pitcher on in relief for LA. It's the right-hander Lewis Coleman, the former Kansas City Royal. We saw him last night, and he's had a good year for LA. 30 appearances, a 2.81 ERA. He's in there to face Peter O'Brien with David Peralta, the runner at first, and 1 out. Peter has grounded out, struck out 0 for 2. If he wants to launch another one like he did the other night, now would be a good time. Drives it to center, but it's playable for Peterson. And again, Peter O'Brien is up there swinging at the first pitch. He has been uber aggressive since he's been recalled from Reno.
Catcher, Chris Herman.
Chris Herman now. 7th inning is up next. Tyler Clippard is up in the Diamondback bullpen. Chase Utley at second base is back on the outfield grass. You can see all that room up the middle for Chris Herman. Coleman missed inside, a ball and a strike. Hard to believe when you watch Chris Herman that in 4 years in Minnesota, parts of 4 seasons, he was a career 181 hitter. Batting .286 coming into the ball game tonight. There's that across the body crossfire delivery from Coleman. Really herky-jerky.
Compared it a little bit to Jake Arrieta, the same kind of crossfire, not the same kind of stuff. That one chases Herman back out of the zone. Fastball up and in.
2 balls and 1 strike. Grandal can't find it. Peralta will take second base. Yasmani Grandal had the ball sitting there in the batter's box. He thought it went to the backstop.
How did it not hit Chris Herman? Breaking ball down near his feet, somehow missed Herman, hit Grandal. He didn't know where it went, and by the time he finds it, David Peralta has moved up 90 feet into scoring position.
And Herman's ahead, 3 balls and 1 strike. Drives it to right. That gets down. Here comes the freight train. He will score. It's an RBI single for Chris Herman. Big 2-out hit for the Diamondbacks, and they're back within 1.
A big 2-out wild pitch to allow Peralta to get into scoring position. Chris Herman cashes it in with this rocket down the right field line.
Shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Nick Ahmed now. Nick has struck out flat out 0 for 2. Pitcher's spot is due up next. Ricky Weeks Jr. comes out into the on-deck circle with Tyler Clippard warming up in the bullpen. That one locked up Nick a bit there. 1-1.
Boy, with that crossfire for a right-handed hitter, it has to look like Coleman is releasing the ball from third base. Coming from behind you into the strike zone.
See Nick choked up on that bat. Almost in a 2-strike approach all the time up there. Boy. Brian Knight says strike 2.
I don't know about that one. Pretty close.
Good enough.
Yep.
Really like to see Nick get on base, not just to continue the inning, obviously, but give Ricky Weeks Jr. a chance to get up there with a couple of guys on.
Yeah.
Set up down and in. He missed his spot but got the strikeout. He rings up Ahmed. But the Diamondbacks get back within 1. It's 5-4. And today marks the U.S. Army's 241st birthday. USAA honors those who have served in the U.S. Army and all of our service members around the world.
Hospital standby, where Mike and the rally backs are standing by. Thanks, Chuck. We are.
Inning, the Chaz Roberts AC giveaway is back. Fans nominate a family or nonprofit organization that's in need of a new air conditioning unit by logging on to chazroberts.com/coolplay. Entries are due June 30th. That's from our friends at Chaz Roberts Air Conditioning and Plumbing. They always do a terrific job. And don't forget, get on board our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. Good during this broadcast only. Buy a D-backs 4-game mini plan and we will give you a 5th game absolutely free. The ticket office is fully staffed right now. 602-514-8400. And the beauty of this is not only do you get 1 free baseball game, but you get to pick all your games. You can pick any game you want. That's the beauty of the D-backs mini plan. So buy 4 games and get a 5th game free. It's on us. Howie Kendrick leads off the LA 7th. We've already heard from some fans here, BB. Mary from Prescott, she picked for her game 4th of July. She picked 3 games during the Dodgers series after the All-Star game. As Kendrick drops that one to left, it gets by O'Brien and rolls to the wall. Kendrick will get an extra base here, and he's in at second. Well, Peter O'Brien made a spectacular defensive play last night. That one he should have been able to cut off.
That ball was hit hard into left field, but it looked like he came in very shallow on the line. The ball just shot by him, just out of his reach right there. And once it gets by him, that's an easy double for Howie Kendrick.
4th double of the year for Kendrick. He's in scoring position to lead it off, and now Scott Van Slyke will hit for the pitcher. And Slyke just 2 for 21 at the plate this year. He's been out for a long time with a lower back injury. Played about a week when the season started, went on the DL and missed about 50 games. He just came back June 3rd. One and one. So we want to thank Mary from Prescott for taking advantage of our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. Thank you, Mary. So she picked for her 5 games 4th of July, 3 games versus the Dodgers, and then the last game of the season for Fan Appreciation Day.
Nice.
So Mary will be here from Prescott. Good job, Mary. We'll see you at the ballpark. 1 and 2. Jim from Sun City is also taking advantage of our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. And how about this, Bob? He jumped on this one. He's going to come down tomorrow and says he wants to see the Diamondbacks beat Clayton Kershaw.
I like the way he thinks.
And that's a matinee getaway day game. 12:40 first pitch. He's also picked 3 games against the Washington Nationals, and he's going to come in here August 15th and check out the Mets. So thanks to Jim from Sun City. We'll see you down here.
Yeah, just looking at the upcoming schedule, July has a weekend series with the Giants, a weekend series with the Dodgers, and then again in September, a weekend series with the Giants, weekend series with the Dodgers.
And if you're a bobblehead collector, you can pick the rest of the bobblehead days too. Goldie bobblehead July 2nd. That's a game against the Giants. Zach Greinke August 6th against Milwaukee, and the David Peralta bobblehead is against these Dodgers September 17th. So pick all 3 of those games for 3 or 5. Get 3 bobbleheads as Curtis strikes out Van Slyke.
To roll in here the first weekend in August and watch Craig Counsell and the Milwaukee Brewers for a weekend series.
Your boy.
Yeah.
Our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. It's good only during this broadcast, fans. Buy a 4-game mini plan and we'll throw in a 5th game absolutely free. And the ticket office is fully staffed tonight. They're taking phone calls right now. Jim from Sun City has called in. Mary from Prescott. 602-514-8400. Our conversation on how they'll approach Chase Utley. He's had one of the game's big hits. A 2-run single in the 5th. His only hit of this series so far. Howie Kendrick at second after a leadoff double, 1 out. D-backs have out hit Los Angeles 8-5, but they trail it 5-4. D-backs had a 1-0 lead. A Jake Lamb RBI single in the 1st. They led it 2-0 after 3. Goldie added an RBI single. But then a 3-run Dodger fifth against Archie Bradley. Peterson had a home run, a solo shot. Utley had a 2-run single. D-backs able to get the run back in the bottom of the 5th, but then LA added 2 more in the 6th. Homers by Turner and Peterson.
Looked like it might have been a cross-up. Anytime you see the catcher immediately come out of the crouch and go straight to the mound with the runner at second base, it's usually a cross-up.
How extra complicated do the signs get when there's a runner at second?
It depends on the pitcher. You know, some guys are very adept at reading signs. You can get very complicated. A lot of times it's just the first sign after 2 or the second sign that you see. Occasionally the first sign you see, the last sign you see. Some teams use the scoreboard according to the count, ahead, behind, or even, first, second, or third sign. A lot of different ways to go about it. And you see Chris Herman touching various parts, his mask, his chest protector, his shin guards. That may mean something, or it may just be a decoy.
No, 1-1 is in there for a strike.
But needless to say, you have to know what pitch is coming if you're back there behind the plate. We saw the difference 90 feet made for David Peralta in that last inning. He advanced on that wild pitch. Don't want to allow Kendrick to get to third base with 1 out in the inning.
2 sets of signs.
Oh, there's all kinds of sets of signs.
Two and two.
First sign after 2. Roger Craig was a real stickler when I played for him in San Francisco, and one of the sets of signs he liked to use was add to 4.
Yeah.
And then it's the next sign after you add to 4. So you could go 2-2, that adds to 4. The next sign is what I want you to throw. You could go 3-1, that adds to 4. You could go 1-2-1, that adds to 4.
It's a lot of math, man. You give me a headache. Especially, I mean, I'm amazed how you catchers get those fingers down so quickly, because you're trying to catch the signs and do math and that in your head, and Herman's flying through those fingers. You can barely see what they are, let alone add. Watch how quickly these fingers go. This is always amazing to me. Try and do this at home. Drop down specific sets, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1. I mean, those fingers are moving. Look at that. I'm supposed to add and subtract with that? What, are you kidding me? Utley blasts this one deep to right field, and this is going to go. The 4th Dodger home run tonight. Number 5 for Chase Utley, and it's 7-4 Los Angeles.
Chase Utley is a crafty veteran that's had himself an amazing career. Part of his success against left-handed pitchers, I think, is he looks breaking ball. He gets a slider from Zach Curtis right in the middle of the plate. Short, quick swing. He knows where that one's headed.
Well, Utley, the Dodgers have scored 7 times. Utley has knocked in 4. A 2-run single in the 5th, and now a 2-run homer in the 7th. And here's the dangerous Corey Seager. He gets this one up in the air. Deep left center field. Michael Bourne has her. You got the right-hand hitting Justin Turner coming up. Jake Barrett will be coming in as Zach Curtis exits. It's 7-4 Dodgers. Back after this. 7th inning, new pitcher for the Diamondbacks. Jake Barrett, 26 appearances, a 2.19 ERA. He worked twice in the series against Tampa Bay, twice against Miami, and last pitched on Sunday versus the Marlins.
1.23 ERA over his last 17 ball games. Big time strikeout pitcher, averaging over 12.5 strikeouts per 9 innings.
Well, LA has gotten 3 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, now 2 more in the 7th, and with 2 outs he'll face Justin Turner.
Well, this is a Dodgers offense that over their last 7 games before tonight was averaging 2 runs a game, hitting .081 with runners in scoring position, hitting .177 as a team. They've really busted out here in the last 3 innings.
They've hit 4 home runs in the last 3 innings. 2 by Jock Peterson, 1 by Turner, and the one we just saw by Chase Utley.
I believe that's Kike Hernandez with his head shaved right there.
Yeah. He'll come out with a mohawk. He'll come out in a banana costume. You never know with him.
He took an at bat against Brad Ziegler like he had a banana costume on last night.
He sure did.
Whew.
He has that costume he wears. He became known as the Rally Banana because he would wear the costume to try and, you know, loosen up guys, whatever, when they were down, and they would always come back. So they used to make him put it on when he wasn't playing, and they were behind, and the Rally Banana became kind of a thing. You never had to wear a banana costume, did you?
No.
I would hope not. Base hit for Turner. Knocks that into left center field, and the inning continues for the Dodgers. Well, despite all this LA offense, it's been a tough night for Adrian Gonzalez. He is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He just could not solve the mystery of Archie Bradley.
It's unusual to see a 0 in front of Adrian Gonzalez's hit total. He has the 5th highest batting average all time at this ballpark.
He is 0 for 7 in the series with 4 strikeouts. But he gets this one high and deep left field. O'Brien on the track. And he's got it. The inning ends. Dodgers add 2 more. They lead at 7-4.
Had been held to an 0 for 7 in this series by the Diamondbacks pitching staff, including Zach Greinke. The red spot that you see on the right there is his hot zone. That's where he wants the ball. That's where he does the most damage. Zach Greinke did a nice job of staying out of the red spot. Everything around it, but not quite in it. Able to retire Utley easily last night. Tonight, however, Zach Curtis makes a mistake with a breaking ball right in the middle of the red zone. 3 pitches actually in that red zone. The last one ends up in the seats.
Number 15.
Defensive changes for the Dodgers. Scott Van Slyke, you just saw him a moment ago. He'll remain in the ball game. He replaces Howie Kendrick in left field. Van Slyke batting 9th, pitcher spot now 8th, and the new pitcher for LA is Casey Fiend. Pitcher spot leads off the Arizona 7th, and it'll be Phil Gosselin, followed by Michael Bourne and Gene Segura. The numbers on Casey Fiend this year, his 22nd appearance. Gosselin hits the first pitch on a high hop to Seager. 1 pitch, 1 out. Michael Bourne singled and scored his last time up. A start in center field tonight. He has singled and struck out. Turner creeps in from third. There's a strike on 1. More fans taking advantage of our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. I want to thank all of you for participating and getting a 5th baseball game for free when you buy a D-backs 4-game mini plan. Robert from Phoenix got on board. Charles from Payson. James from Phoenix. Claudia from Carefree. Well, thanks to all of you. 602-514-8400. Offer ends when the game ends. On a 4-game mini plan, we'll give you a 5th game absolutely free. Ground ball to second for Utley. 2 up, 2 down for Casey Fiend. Now we'll work to Gene Segura.
A Rocky series coming up in the middle of September. By then, Nolan Arenado will be up to about 175 RBIs.
You're right.
Man.
How about speaking of the Rockies, how about the game they're playing right now at Coors? That's a great Coors Field game. They're hosting the Yankees, and right now Colorado leads New York 12-10 in the 8th inning. Go get them. Here's Segura. It's by Utley. Gene Segura has a 4-hit night. He's 4 for 4. Giants are hosting Milwaukee tonight. San Francisco leads that one 2-1 5th inning. Padres trailing at Petco Park against the Marlins. Miami leads that one 5-2 in the 6th.
That Rockies game, Carlos Gonzalez 4 for 5. Scored 3, driven in 2. Trevor Story with his 17th home run.
Jake Lamb drives this one deep center field. Jack Peterson, what a play. The Dodgers center fielder skies up and gets that one. It's still 7-4 LA. The Diamondbacks led the ball game early, but the Dodgers have hit 4 home runs. 2 by Jock Peterson, 1 by Justin Turner, 1 by Chase Utley. Archie Bradley had been rolling along, retired 12 in a row and not given up a hit until the 5th inning, and then it all fell apart. And for the Diamondbacks, Gene Segura has been Gene the hitting machine, 4 for 4. And now it's Josh Colmenter on to start the 8th inning. The Diamondbacks trailing 7-4. 6 appearances this year for Josh. And the last 5 have been scoreless. The ERA is now down below 4. Josh, after a rough outing in his season debut following his return from minor league rehab, has given the Diamondbacks really what they've needed, which is innings and some stability back there. In his last 5 appearances, he's worked 9 innings of scoreless baseball and given up only 3 hits. Trayce Thompson leads off the LA 8th. He's 0 for 3. Four of Josh's last 5 appearances have been multiple innings, so we'll try and give Chip Hale the 8th and 9th here and keep the Diamondbacks close. Another start for Trayce Thompson. The Dodgers are still without Yasiel Puig on the DL with a left hamstring strain. He homered last night in starting a minor league rehab assignment with Rancho Cucamonga. They're also still without Andre Ethier, who fractured his right leg in spring training in a game at Salt River Fields against the Diamondbacks. They don't think Ethier will be back before the All-Star break. There he is, the former Sun Devil. 2-2. Patented Chris Herman crow hop on anything that's above the strike zone. Chris likes to jump up there, kind of give you the old Spider-Man leap,
like a jack in the box.
Yeah. So Colmenter works a full count on the first man he faces, Trayce Thompson. Of course, the Golden State Warriors did not win last night. LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers won, so the next game I think is going to be a week from Friday. And they should have that thing wrapped up by Thanksgiving.
Josh Colmenter inventing pitches out there on the mound right now. Threw Thompson a changeup on the pitch before, and he pulled it foul down the third baseline, so he took a little bit more off the next changeup.
Add and subtract, right?
Yeah, that's his game. And just about the time the hitter turns it around and looks for something slow, that's when he can bust your bat with an 82-mile-an-hour fastball.
Bringing the heat. Lifts it in the air, right center field for Michael Bourne. One away.
I believe the next NBA game is Thursday night, isn't it?
No, it can't be.
I think it is.
They usually go 2 or 3 weeks between games, don't they, in the finals?
I don't know. But my point is that would be a nice team bonding thing to do on the off day in Philadelphia. Get the guys together in a room and watch the game and root for whichever team you like.
Would you care to organize that?
No.
We fly to Philadelphia after the ball game tomorrow afternoon. Thursday is a day off. We start a long 10-game road trip. Friday at Philly, 4 against the Phillies at the bank
Pretty good chance I'll be asleep when that basketball game comes on.
There was that too.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long day.
I'm going to be up to my thighs in a river all day Thursday.
Now you and your staff, I've seen, have mapped out a fishing hole, as it were.
Oh yeah.
Would you like to divulge the location? The old GPS? You're not supposed to do that, I know.
What's the name? Collegeville? Is that the name of the town? I believe just north of Philadelphia. There's a little river that runs through there. And
a river runs through it.
The river runs right through it.
In the words of Norman McLean.
Had some good luck there last year, so we're going to try it again.
This is the first fishing excursion of the year, isn't it? Usually you've had 1 or 2 by now. I mean, on the road.
Yeah. The schedule just didn't work out right, and one of my fishing buddies in St. Louis unfortunately was a little under the weather when we were in town. I don't think there's any fish out there, although that might be a nice touch.
Kind of like the Marlins, who have the tanks behind home plate. Maybe we'll get one of those art sculptures too. Wait, what? There's the strike. Hold on there, Jack. Peterson is homered in his last 2 at bats. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Yeah, we play 4. This is a weird road trip because we play 4 against the Phillies, but it goes Friday through Monday. And then 2 in Toronto. We're in Toronto for about 36 hours. There's a sky high pop up, shallow left center field. Nick Ahmed has it 2 down. So 4 in Philly, 2 in Toronto. Then we go back out west, 4 at Colorado. Well, right now the Rockies lead the Yankees 13-10 in the 9th inning. Now we look. So it's a 10-game roadie coming up. Following the matinee day getaway game tomorrow. That's Patrick Corbin versus Clayton Kershaw.
5 nights in Philadelphia.
Woohoo!
That's going to seem like an eternity. Ball players are so programmed, and broadcasters as well. 3 games and go. 3 games and go.
Well, you've got, let's see here, a Friday night game, then day games Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That is a weird, wild stuff. As Monty Grandal, broken bat, looper, and it's over the glove of Lamb. The shift was on. He dropped it into right center.
Just out of the reach of Jake. He goes back there, tries to get up just off the fingertips of the glove and on into center field for a base hit.
That brings up the pitcher's spot, which is 8th in the LA order. And I think we're going to get a look at the latest Dodger. This is Will Venable, who was signed by LA today after he was released by the Phillies this weekend. His 9th big league season, parts of 8 years in San Diego. He split last year between the Padres and the Texas Rangers. He hit only 182 with Texas and was a free agent this winter. Venable signed a free agent deal with Cleveland just before spring training, and the Indians released him right at the end of camp. Phillies picked him up. He did not appear in a big league game with Philadelphia. He was hitting only .205 for their AAA team, the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. And now he's here in LA.
And Will Venable went from being the cover boy for the Padres media guide to looking for a job.
Well, he had that career year in San Diego 3 seasons ago, 2013. 22 homers. He stole 22 bases. He'd never hit more than 13 home runs in a season before that, but that has proved to be a big time outlier for him. Never came close to approaching those numbers again. It's a fair ball. Goldie on the short hop has it, and that'll end the inning. Goldie will lead off the home half of the 8th when we come back. Dodgers have a 7-4 lead.
at the Coors Light Strike Zone. Now, this is just a great area. If you've got a group, you want to come up here to a game, a party, a corporate event, maybe it's a 100 ticket minimum, $20 a ticket, but that includes $5 in D-Bucks. So you can see people are having a good time up here. It's a lot of fun. It's right near our pre- and post-game set. Wait a minute, Brandon Webb.
Hey.
What are you doing? I was looking for you for our post-game production meeting.
Playing a little corno out here in the Coors Light Zone. What else would I be doing?
I don't know, but you are the ringer in cornhole, aren't you?
I do have a set at my house. Played it on Memorial Day.
Brandon's going to go back to a little cornhole, but we are getting ready for the post-game show as well. So we're having a good time, but we're also going to, of course, break down this game, guys, at the conclusion of the game.
Thank you, Jody. Goldie first pitch swinging against Joe Blanton. That's one high in the air to left center. Van Slyke runs it down. One pitch, one out for Blanton. Here to open up the home half of the 8th. And remember, fans, our Teal Tuesday ticket offer good only as long as the game is on the air and it's the bottom of the 8th inning, so you're running out of time. The number's on Joe Blanton as David Peralta steps up. Our Teal Tuesday ticket offer is you buy a 4-game mini plan and we'll give you a 5th game absolutely free, so you get 5 games for the price of 4. Call the ticket office 602-514-8400. You'll also receive a free D-backs cap with the new Teal A outline, the ones the Diamondbacks are wearing tonight. And most importantly, perhaps, you will be entered into a drawing to win 4 infield box seats, a 10 batting practice on the field, and you will have a visit to the Diamondbacks TV broadcast booth where you will meet Bob Brenly in person. Now, the winner of that will be announced at the end of tonight's game.
But wait, there's more.
Really? What have you done?
Well, you know, there's a few of us around from the 01 championship team, Gracie and Gonzo and Matty Williams, and hopefully if we can find RJ, you know, he's in and out. We never know when RJ is going to be here, but I'll get as many autographs of the guys from the 201 All-Star team as I possibly can, and we'll give you a ball as well.
How about that? So buy a 4-game mini plan, get the 5th game free, and you will be entered into the drawing to win Bob's special baseball. Visit our booth, see batting practice, get 4 infield box seats for a game. And maybe a number of fans have won or entered that drawing. They won a chance to get into the drawing, I should say. Hold on there, David. Full count, 3-2. Glenn from Phoenix, he's in it. Susan from Apache Junction. Eileen from Mesa. Hi, Eileen. So all those people and more entered to win the booth visit, the baseball, the tickets, the batting practice, the whole thing. That one was right in front of Dave McKay.
And if you happen to bring your own baseball and you're down on the field for batting practice, a great opportunity to catch guys from both teams for that matter. Get some autographs, some pictures, some selfies.
Yeah, he'll be down there doing that. There's a whoa, wow. David was ready to take his base, but Brian Knight says strike 3. Let's have a look.
A little tailing action right there at the very end. Might have nipped that corner.
Good pitch by Blanton. There's Peter O'Brien, who's been swinging at the first pitch all night long, and he's 0 for 3. Does it again. Bounces to third. Turner. Gonzalez. Yes, he keeps his foot on the bag as Blanton works a 1-2-3-8. Get in our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. Time's running out. 9th inning coming up. 7-4. And what's next? Brought to you by CenturyLink. The series finale, a day game tomorrow afternoon. Diamondback Live pregame show at noon. First pitch 12:40. Patrick Corbin versus Clayton Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw leads the major leagues in innings pitched, complete games, and strikeouts. And no pitcher in baseball has a lower ERA. So Kershaw tomorrow. D-backs still have a chance to win the series.
Come out, maybe Clayton Kershaw will walk somebody. See something that most fans don't normally get to see.
How about this stat? Clayton Kershaw this season has 122 strikeouts and 6 walks. That's amazing.
Just ridiculous.
Josh Colmenter back out there. Scott Van Slyke lead off the LA 9. An update from Visalia, where Shelby Miller is pitching a minor league rehab start tonight. And he's through 5 innings right now. Shelby has given up 2 runs on 5 hits. He's walked 1, struck out 8. And it looks like Shelby should be back after this one. The word was it depended on how tonight went. And Slyke drops one into center. But there's a good chance Shelby Miller will be back here after this start with the rawhide, J.R. House.
Yeah, and anytime a guy's on a rehab assignment, you always want to see how he bounces back the day after. So far, so good for Shelby Miller in his rehab outings, and we'll see how it goes tonight and tomorrow.
It's been going good for Chase Utley. He was 0 for 7 in the series until he stepped up in the 5th inning. Delivered a 2-run single to give LA the lead, and then last time up he hit a 2-run home run. Dodgers have homered 4 times tonight. Utley, Turner, and Jock Peterson twice. There's a strike, 0-1. Time running out on the Teal Tuesday ticket offer. Buy a D-backs 4-game mini plan. We'll give you a 5th game absolutely free. The offer ends when the game ends, so hurry up. 9th inning, 602-514-8400. Free baseball from the Diamondbacks. High fly ball, shallow right center field. Peralta and Bourne. Michael Bourne has it. And they retire Utley. That'll bring up Corey Seager.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
The center fielder always has priority out there. Michael Bourne was camped under that ball as David Peralta came into the picture there at the very end, but Michael's able to hang on. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Ender Inciarte fans out there. We've got the Braves rolling in here the end of August for a 4-game series in the middle of the week.
That's the beauty of the mini plan. You get to pick your games. Pick your favorite teams, favorite stars, bobblehead days, giveaway days, holidays. It's up to you. You get to design your own mini season ticket plan. And if you buy 4 games, we'll give you the 5th game absolutely free and a free D-backs cap with the new Teal layout line. You'll also be entered into a drawing to win 4 infield box seats, attend batting practice on the field, and visit our TV booth where Bob Brenly will have a special autographed baseball standing by. The winner of that drawing, by the way, will be announced at the end of the game tonight.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, now what are you doing?
Well, you know, Todd's got his garage. I've got a garage in my house too, and I think I've got a few leftover bobblehead dolls that they gave away a couple of years ago. Bob Brenly bobblehead dolls. I'll autograph one, and
you got boxes of them, don't you?
Yeah.
Those are hot items. Well, maybe you can talk to Todd. We can move some Brenly bobbleheads.
Yeah, we could do that. Move my junk to his junk.
And Josh Colmenter strikes out Corey Seager. Seager hitless tonight after he had a big night last night. A single and a home run.
Justin Turner.
First strikeout for Josh. 2 down now for Justin Turner, who homered in the 6th. By the way, we want to thank and give a special thanks to Travis Baker and the entire staff. They've been manning the phones inside the D-backs ticket office tonight. They're still there, and they will be right until the end of the game. 602-514-8400. So very nice work by Travis and his staff tonight. Manning the phones throughout the entire ball game. Taking your calls. We've heard from a bunch of Diamondback fans who have taken advantage of our special ticket offer. Well, sometimes it does look like Josh Colemanter throws 98. That cap that Josh is wearing, you'll get a free one just like that with the new Teal A outline. If you buy a 4-game mini plan, get your 5th game free as part of our Teal Tuesday ticket offer. Now, will a member of your staff comb through the garage, or do you know where these bobbleheads are?
I know right where they are.
All right. Get them out of there before they melt this weekend when it's 120.
No kidding.
We'll be in Philadelphia for that. The cradle of freedom.
Oh, Chris Herman couldn't finish a game without one more foul tip.
And one in the 1st and one in the 9th.
Just a glancing blow off that right shoulder. You know, you laugh a little or cry a lot. It really is remarkable how many times he's been clipped back there by foul tips. Some
like
guys just
magnetized or
just
something.
draw the ball to them. You know, I say all the time, it kind of runs in streaks. You might go 2 or 3 weeks without getting hit by one foul tip, and then you'll have one game where you get hit 10 times. But it seems like Chris gets hit at least 3 or 4 times every start.
It is remarkable. Two and 2 on Justin Turner. Van Slyke at first, 2 outs. Just does get a piece.
You see Turner checking the end of the bat there. He's got one of those cupped bats where they take some of the weight out of the very end of the bat and redistribute it down near the hitting zone. And sometimes you get so far out in front of a pitch, you'll hit it off the back of that cupped area.
Full count, 3 and 2. Like that, sort of the Dodger Ghostbusters.
Very creative. I like that.
It's good work. Series finale tomorrow afternoon. Patrick Corbin and Clayton Kershaw. There goes Van Slyke. Turner fouls the 3-2 pitch back. And if you want to come down to the ball game tomorrow afternoon, you can make that part of your Teal Tuesday ticket offer. We've had some callers who have done that. Buy a 4-game mini plan, get a 5th game free. You could pick tomorrow's game and see Corbin versus Kershaw. There's A.J. Pollock. Already had an A.J. Pollock bobblehead. We have 3 more bobblehead days coming up. You can pick all 3 games. Goldie, July 2nd. Greinke, August 6th. Peralta, September 17th. Pick 3 of those games. Part of your 5-game plan. Another 3-2 to Justin Turner. And the dirt ball 4. Turner works a walk that'll bring up Adrian Gonzalez, who is 0 for 4
First baseman.
and 0 for 8 in the series.
I mentioned before, Adrian Gonzalez has the 5th highest batting average here at Chase Field by a visiting player with a minimum of 150 at bats. Ahead of him on the list, James Loney, number 1 at 378, Buster Posey at 346, and he's tied with the Dodger skipper Dave Roberts.
No kidding.
At 346. And Kung Fu Panda Pablo Sandoval at 343, Adrian Gonzalez at 337.
Yeah, Gonzalez, a lifetime hitter in this ballpark. Done a lot of damage. 332, 21 homers. He's got 64 RBIs in 75 games here. But battling a bad back, and he's not been the same player this month. He's hitting about $150 in June. I think he's a little more upright at the plate than we usually see him.
I think you're right.
Part of that bad lower back. He's had an epidural shot already. He says he's been the kind of guy that plays through pain his whole career. He'll have one good swing, one bad swing. And when he makes a bad swing, he says oftentimes it's because his back won't let him make a good swing.
What was it, 2 or 3 years ago? He had a shoulder problem and said, I'm not a power hitter anymore. I'm just going to try to hit line drives. Well, he lied.
Hit a bunch of home runs.
Yeah, as soon as he healed up, he turned into a home run hitter again.
But he used to be a little more hunched over. At least he has been in recent seasons. Seems to be standing a little more upright now. And he's homered, let's see, twice in his last 22 games since he sat out 3 games last month with that lower back pain. 4 home runs shy of 300 for his career. Van Slyke at second, Turner at first. 2 outs, so 1-2 pitch to Gonzalez. Got him. Gonzalez strikes out for the 4th time tonight. Cole Mentor strands 2, bottom 9 coming up. Sports Arizona is brought to you by Crown Royal Regal Apple Flavored Whiskey. Please drink responsibly. Bottom 9, 7-4 ball game. Diamondbacks down 3. Dodgers closer is on. Our Jimmy John's delivery of the game. Chris Herman, who will lead off the inning against Kenley Jansen. An RBI single his last time up. For David Peralta from second, driving the bus. Chris Herman, our Jimmy John's delivery of the game. And here is Kenley Jansen, the closer. 159 saves. He is only 2 behind Eric Gagne for the all-time Dodgers lead in saves. 17 for 20 this year. Ricky Weeks Jr. has come out in the on-deck circle. Looks like he'll hit for Nick Ahmed, who's on deck. Pitcher spot behind him.
Kenley Jansen, cutter mania. Cutter.
Talking to Oral Hershiser about that. Oral doing Dodger TV just to our left, and he said that Jansen's been falling sideways off the mound a little bit lately, and that causes that cutter to kind of flatten out on him. He had a blown save the other day.
Strikeouts per 9 innings with a minimum of 350 innings pitched. Kenley Jansen is second on the list. Only Craig Kimbrell has struck out more batters per 9 innings at 14.5. Jansen at 13.66, and they're both going to move down a spot as soon as Aroldis Chapman gets enough innings to qualify.
Now that's a rally cap right there. It's big league.
Don't move.
Struck him out. So Ricky Weeks Jr. will hit for Ahmed. Weeks Jr. 233 and 3 home runs. Pitcher spot up next. Wellington Castillo is in the on-deck circle. Only 2 more outs, fans, before our Teal Tuesday ticket offer expires. Buy a 4-game D-backs mini plan, and we'll give you a 5th game absolutely free. Ticket office fully staffed, 602-514-8400. You'll also get a free D-backs cap with the new TLA outline. And you'll be entered into a drawing to win 4 infield box seats, attend batting practice, and visit our TV booth. And the winner of that drawing will be announced at the end of the game tonight, which is only 2 outs away. So hurry up and take advantage of this one-time only offer. That rally cap getting a little higher. It's starting to lean a little bit to the left. Just putting it on a tee for you right here. Oh, the whole thing just went. Yeah. Got greedy.
Tried to do too much.
Stay within yourself.
That's right.
Go for glory. I'm not sure the people behind him appreciate that as much. Update on Shelby Miller at Visalia, making a second minor league rehab start with a rawhide. Shelby through 6 innings has given up 3 runs on 6 hits, a walk and 8 strikeouts. So when Shelby Miller is set to return to the rotation, going to have to make some decisions. Archie Bradley, Zach Godley. Archie was outstanding for a while tonight, then things just instantly fell apart in that 5th inning. I'm told, BB, from a very highly placed source, that someone just bought a mini plan because they want a Brenly bobblehead.
Nice.
And we're working on the name of that individual. Weeks strikes out.
You saw the numbers for Jansen when he came in the ball game. Big time strikeout pitcher. That cut fastball, so deceptive. Just that little bit of late movement. Hitter thinks he's right on the pitch, and then it slides away.
Well, Wellington Castillo, Diamondbacks down to their final out. 272 and 7 homers. Well, he had a tough night last night, struck out all 3 times he was up there. Diamondback Live post-game show is coming up next on Fox Sports Arizona. Brandon Webb standing by. We'll have a look at Archie Bradley. Archie worked 4 1/3 innings of no-hit baseball before It all fell apart in the 5th and 6th. So Webby will break that down. 1-2 now. Series finale tomorrow afternoon. Diamondback Live pregame show at noon. Matinee getaway day game. Come on down to the ballpark. You'll get matinee prices on that one for your tickets. Patrick Corbin and Clayton Kershaw. A rubber game of this 3-game series unless this score changes here. 1-2 on Castillo. Well, he packed it in.
Put his shoes on to go home.
2-2. Got him. Kenley Jansen strikes out the side, and the Diamondbacks drop this one 7-4 as the Dodgers even the series at a game apiece.
Yeah, it's really too bad. Looked like it was going to be a good outing for Archie Bradley after he settled in after a rocky start, but then things just got away quickly, and the Dodgers offense, which had been sleepwalking over the last 7 games, really came to life.
And with 4 home runs hit in today's game, unfortunately all 4 by the Dodgers. A total of $29,600 was raised for prostate cancer research, and you can make a donation, fans, by going online to homerunchallenge.org. Well, Brandon Webb set to break it all down for you. Standing by with Jody Jackson. Jody.
All right, thanks, Steve. That's right. Post-game show coming up. D-backs Live presented by CenturyLink. And Brandon, it really was a tale of 2 nights for Archie Bradley. Spotless through 4 innings, but unfortunately the wheels fell off after that.
Yeah, it was a bit of a roller coaster for him, kind of all night. He was really good, just fell off. I'm going to take a look at his outing and how he seemed to lose it there in the 5th inning.
And then, of course, the guys mentioned Dodgers offense got on track. 4 homers. Early on, though, this one looked like the D-backs might have their 4th straight win, but it was not to be. 7-4 the final. What a game for Jock Peterson, by the way, with the 2 home runs and that catch that you just saw. It's all coming up. We'll hear from the manager, Chip Hale. We'll have reaction from inside the clubhouse coming your way next on Diamondbacks Live, presented by CenturyLink. Stay right there.